G'day. Today we're going to play some Mini Metro. There is a brand new level in this one, Tashkent, and we will be going for the achievements as well. So we've got to deliver 500 passengers, then we have to deliver 1,600 passengers with tunnels on no more than one line. So I would imagine that we sort of set this up in a similar way to um, New York, I guess, where we have like a central circular line that everyone else connects to, and they all deliver back to, but basically everything needs to have something that's connecting to the one that's using the tunnels to connect everyone together. So it's been about 6 months, I think, since I last played, based on when the last new level to come out. So I could be a little bit rusty here, but hopefully we can get this in an early attempt. So I will just... Okay, so here we go. We're now heading over the water. So as we go over the water, I think we want to reduce the amount... Sorry, I guess under the water, aren't we? We want to reduce the amount of reliance we have on this single line. Anywhere where we can see a section where we can sort of just create a line all by itself. Do that. So we will take the carriage because we don't have a second line yet. There's no point in getting a fourth. And what we will do is build this goes into here. Now we're going to get them going into that circle at the moment just because it's the central point of this line. We don't want... One thing I do always remember is that we don't want more than 2 circles in a row. But also still circles, so as is. You probably want to chuck a second train on that line. Might also make him a circle. Generally I don't deal in too many circle lines. I don't know, 6 months later it's a new me. Interesting, like this guy slows down as he passes that circle there. I like having an interchange on hand. Swing that because that just makes that one tunnel. And that gives this guy another square. So really this guy doesn't need to do more than just go square to triangle to circle. He sort of hit everything. All of his markers are there. Means that really we want this guy to hit that triangle, which is also good for him because it's between 4 circles. That's our connection point for the 2 lines. As we get these guys over here, question of whether we just want to get this guy to help out for now until we see more stuff arrive over here. I also don't like that I've got these 2 guys going the opposite directions. We'll take the tunnels because we've got none. Let's pause this guy for a second, flip him around. I'll flip him around up there. I have an issue with trains going the opposite way on circles because it then will mean that a train might make the decision that, oh, well, I'm not the most efficient guy to pick that up. Like, say, a guy arrives here with triangles and he goes, well, I'm not going to... I've just left a triangle, so the guy coming the other way will actually get there quicker, so I'll just leave them be. We don't want that mindset sinking into our circles, which is why we've got them going against each other at the moment. Now, this guy I think I want to leave on this inner circle. So we're going to have to get another guy in here because we've got this guy struggling. And interestingly, the blues are struggling way more than red is. Red's doing a great job. hopefully we can hold out another week before we need to bring in a another line. Red's doing a lot more lifting than I would like them to, though. Go the line. The interchanges we can really more just use for like a backup system. Okay, now that's a nice get to. Because we've got a square, it now means that these guys on this side actually have all the different shapes represented. Disconnect them from those. So it drops this guy back down to just those few network. And then we'll get green to go that. Now important, this means that green can do all the base stuff itself, but then it also has the ability to do that unique, whereas for blue, they have to send their uniques over there. So ideally, we want red to have to suffer that for as few stations as possible. And as it stands, it is just... It is just 2 stations. They go from here to there. And again, we want red to be in on this, but we also want these guys to connect that way. It does mean I would like to get rid of this triangle off the blue line then. Alright. Let's get this guy to go all the way up there. Already got an extra line, so I'm going to take another interchange. Let's keep going with lines. I'm probably up lines at the moment, maybe. I could remove this triangle from red and give red one of the triangles over here. And I actually don't even have to have blue talk to him about it. Like, not blue, that's green. So then we can get rid of that guy. This circle we could claim for blue as well, but we won't yet. Because blue's the one that's much worse off here. Both of those guys to connect there. Is making red a very long line though. Still, it's blue that's the one suffering here. I think this is just the difference between having a carriage and not having a carriage, really. What we're seeing blue struggle with. Definitely going to take a carriage, and we will give it to this guy here. And I would say with that, we'll be able to remove one of these guys. So we want to find someone who's going to drop off everyone, almost everyone that they've got on their next visit. Be this guy to here. We'll take him off there, and we will put him in there. Again, this guy dropped off some triangles on the blue line. It's really great. I'm so amazed to see that they slow down when they cross a line. I'm not sure I'd seen that before. Possibly I just never noticed it before, and it's more just my like intersection instincts from mini motorways kicking in there. Definitely taking carriages here. All of our problems seem to be... I mean, I'll say all of our problems. Big problems seem to be that I'm sort of relying too much on a few lines as opposed to many. Easily I could break up these two into 2 separate lines, and maybe I should. let's do it. Let's try and clean this up. So we want one line whose job is to look after the star. One line whose job it is to look after Ross. So we'll leave him in there. We'll get Blue to get off. And we'll do that. And we'll have a second guy whose job is to do that. Down here, funny because we've got no circles on this side, so this green line's actually a weirder one to try and like solve for that. Look at Blue, as long as that guy leapfrogs. No, he's not going to. Or someone get up there at least. Possibly I should make that belong to Red, because Red keeps dumping trains, dropping triangles at that station. Let's get rid of this guy and shift him down there. No, buddy. Alright, do I only have 2 blues on here? Got 2 blues on that and 1 on that, so it feels like I've even made things worse now. Let's jump this guy over there. Really hard to see the passengers on green trains. Alright, so I don't think we need necessarily any more tunnels, so we'll take that last line, because now it means that we won't get offered lines anymore. It's a good thing. Give this to Blue. I don't think that Blue needs the carriage anymore, so we'll give the carriage to Green. Ugh. Let's give that to Red. Stop Red from ditching all those triangles. Alright, so I need someone who's not currently just sitting at a destination that I can move along. This guy, he's going to drop all of his circles there, so let's get this guy to help cover that. Green can take him on. Good. Alright, we need someone to go help out Blue. Grab him. Just putting the reliance on this one guy for a moment. It's carriage. He'll dump all of his circles there. It's so funny that circles is the thing that this guy's having to like lug around everywhere. Who have we got? This guy over here. Let's grab him and drop him there. We have 2 different... What's that guy? Is that just a weird glitch? Because I didn't think I had 2 guys on there. Yeah, and that's dumped too much stuff over there. Take this guy and put him up there. Take this guy and drop him there. Oh, did I just pull someone away from these 2 very struggling ones? Yeah, that guy's going to drop a lot of what he's got. Then he's going to need circles that are insane amount of his problem. At least this guy's cleaning him up. So those 2 guys are going around the wrong way. That's part of the, I'd say, problem for these, that they're not addressing each other's issues. So let's drop this guy on there too. Definitely carriage. Alright, we got this triangle down here. Let's give that to Blue. Carriage. I just shot through it anyway. Got the extra train on. we'll just give it to the one person, whoever needs it at this moment, because you can see that a lot of my style is just bandages. Okay, let's grab that guy and put him up there. Close to you to getting up there. Good. Put the circle on this side of that square. This guy does have a lot of circles in a row too. Is it good? Give red that triangle. I'm gonna do that just to sort of put that circle in a different spot on that line. Let's grab that guy and put him up there. How much is his diamonds? Not heaps. Who else can we grab to shift somewhere? Red's not going to help. Someone. This red. Another square at the top here. The problem with all these squares is that there's no... all that this guy could do is just, like, what we can do is get rid of, say, those and leave him that. And that. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he doesn't go over any spots he's not meant to. Then basically all he can do is take everything from those spots, dump them onto a place that needs them. Grab this guy, shift him forward. So in doing that, he's now created another mess. How much of that's circles? Send him that way. How slow they take to address some of these problems too. Definitely a carriage. Are you still there long enough that you'll take things on? Thank you. This star here, possibly we're going to make that our interchange. Keep an eye on how he's doing. He's about to get corrected. Good, thank you, Red. Goes for this guy. He doesn't need to go to that square, actually. Oh no, he does, because that circle's not part of this guy's line. Okay, well, let's get some extra help in there. What are we up to? 1300. So much wrong with this blue line. Alright, this little red guy here. There. It's insane. Like, where is the circle in this guy's line? Oh no, that's the circle there. So, does this stop when he gets there? So it won't keep getting worse. And we'll bounce this guy over there. We need someone green. This green guy should get there in a second, as long as he... Good. This one up here again. Anyone we can just sort of swing up there. Assume that guy there is going to be full. Alright, got another guy here. Getting sad. These two here are just a nightmare. Part of the problem is that they won't keep going. Like, the trains will politely wait for the train in front of them to move on. Alright, more carriages. Let's jump this guy over here. Let's give... There's a single-seater down here. That guy, second carriage. I do want to grab this carriage and give that to someone else. Someone else enjoy. Like, one guy having 3 probably isn't needed. There we go, though. Challenge completed. 100% not pretty. Yeah. Oh, did I lose? Wow. That huge thing gave me a big old distraction. Alright, well there we go. Not pretty, but that's, I guess, a tutorial for if you're struggling to hit these, that's the way that you just sort of can just shift your scores so that you can, shift your trains so that they're in the right spot. I guess we can have a look to see where we stand in the ratings. I assume this has got ratings. I'm going to guess not well, even though it's only day 1 of this thing coming out. Top 40%. There we go. Some people have given it a really red hot go. Oh, well, that's how you do it. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later. See ya.